I was a huge comic book nerd when I was a kid. I mean, that really is the essence of it. You know what I mean? My roots as a writer are pretty trashy. You know what I mean? It's like comic books, hip hop, Dungeons and Dragons, pulp stuff. It's, you know, that sort of stuff.
We talked about Dungeons and Dragons the first time we met.
Yes. You can see how much of an influence it's had. But that and so when I thought about this, like when I thought about like Hiram and his relationship with like Harriet Tubman, like I thought about like a Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan sort of thing, you know, going on. And I thought it would be really cool to do that in a book that was written in a milieu that doesn't really get magic. In fact, you know, with a couple obvious large exceptions, you know, thinking of Beloved, for instance. But in general, I mean, this goes back to the earlier thing, how you make it new, right? And one of the things I thought about was I wanted it to be exciting. Like, I really wanted it to be like an adventure story because, frankly, when I was doing a lot of my research, that's how the research felt. Like, it felt like, and by that, I mean, like, first-person narratives, like somebody narrating how I escaped, you know, out of Virginia or out of, you know, North Carolina or out of Maryland. I mean, it's like harrowing stuff, you know what I mean? It's like Westerns or, you know what I mean, any sort of other adventure story. And yet, like, a lot of times I feel like the presentation of slavery is like, you know, eat your vegetables. And I want to do something really, really contrary to that. And I don't know if you get any more than, you know what I mean, bringing in magic, you know, in the way that, and it's a specific kind of magic, you know what I mean? This is like a story of like an origin story for a hero. I hadn't seen that. So I thought that would be new.